and I'll just pop it up so everybody can see. So right here, it has the side by side comparison of Jalen Hurts deal with the Eagles. This is Sarah Ellison, you know, and this is what they say: the total value, and this was the projected, like we just talked about. Jalen Hurts, 255 million. Lamar Jackson, 250 million. What's 5 million? All right. And this was before the season started. Fully guaranteed at signing. Jalen 110 million, Lamar 133 million. That's at signing. As soon as he presses his pen against that paper, he's got $133 million in his bank account, direct deposit. Hey, he's just like this.
Give me my money.
Right? Now you look at total guaranteed 200 million for Lamar Jackson versus Jalen's 179.3 million.
Oh boy.
You failed, you big dummy.
Like, I cannot ration with a man that's irrational. Like, this is why you have an agent, because the agent takes the feelings out of everything, because it ain't his money, technically. He's looking for your best interest so he can get paid.
But let me ask you this question, and this is what I have to ask you, because at the end of the day, what we're talking about here is about the mindset, right?
Yes.
The mindset. Yes. What could possibly be the mindset behind this particular situation? What could possibly be the mindset behind why you would not take a $250 million deal? We know it, bro. It was a 5-year deal, bro. Yeah, it was a 5-year deal.
It had to be. Okay. It had to be.
It was a 5-year deal. So why wouldn't you do that? Is really what I'm trying to understand. Why wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, we can speak about it in an investment space. It's like, why don't people get out of investments before they tumble? If greed, it has to be greed. Because that's the only thing I can really think of. Because from a standpoint of money making, when you have guaranteed money on the table and you deal in such a rigorous and violent sport as football, you don't know when your body's going to give out. And you've gotten all the way to this point. And for you to continue to gamble on yourself, if you had a contract like this, and this is coming from multiple sources now, because when Ian Rappaport and now Sarah Ellison, 2 different sources saying the same about things. Greed is the only thing I can think of. Or you wanted to stick it to the Ravens. I don't know, like, what else could you want? I mean, what else did you want? I mean, I can't think of anything else. I mean, but I'm not in Lamar's shoes. You know, I just think from my standpoint, if I was playing the game, you know, you get injuries, very violent sport. You play like a running back. To have the guaranteed money, it's an insurance policy, right? So even if you do get hurt, you get paid. Every player would love to have that. If they got hurt, they got paid. But very few people get the guaranteed contract because very few people are still superstars. And the thing about it is, he missed out on a quality deal, and the Ravens have all the bargaining power now because they're like, look, dude, you got hurt. Why should we give you a long-term deal now when we don't know your body can handle it? Now, he should have went back and got that 3-year. I think what had happened was, after he got hurt, he thought he was going to get that same deal this postseason, and he didn't get that same deal. That's why he's been like, nah, I want that deal I had back in September. Hey, money ain't the same, man. It's not yesterday's prices.
But that's the thing though. Like if you had that greed, like if you have greed, okay, if before the first game of the season you knew that if you signed your name on the dotted line you were getting 133, over the life of the contract, you may be guaranteed over 200. You got 5 years, 250. It's like, barring another MVP trophy and possibly a Super Bowl championship, how much more money are you going to get? How much, like, barring an MVP trophy or a conference championship, Super Bowl, how much more are you going to be able to get? This is what I'm trying to understand.
I can't answer that question. I tried to make sense out of this from Lamar's side. Like, I just don't know what else it could be. And I'm not in Lamar's head.
Were you expecting $300 million over 5 years and $250 million guaranteed? Like, I don't understand. Like what are you asking for? Like, I don't understand. I really do not understand. I really don't.
It's a very interesting point. Like I said, I can't really bring any kind of logic to this because I don't know, man. I'm trying Lamar, man. I'm trying Lamar. But it's like a deal like that comes once in a lifetime. And you might have missed that once in a lifetime deal by not having right representation. You didn't have the correct representation to talk to you. You need that counsel. That's why people have agents, because you need counsel to be like, hey, bro, I've seen this deal never come across the table. Take it. Like, think about it. I can paint the picture. Like, your vast generational wealth going way beyond you. It's like, this deal could set you apart from everybody. Yes. It's not the 10-year deal like Pat Mahomes got. You ain't won no Super Bowls. You won one MVP, which is great. I'll give you a round of applause for that. But your organization hasn't invested in you and doesn't have enough talent for you to actually get to a Super Bowl. So, do you want the money, or did you want to go to another team? Well, like, maybe he wanted to go to another team. Maybe that was his play. Maybe he thought he was worth enough to another team. But you see how many teams was like, we're not giving up 2 first-round draft picks for your ass, and then having to pay you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So Lamar hasn't showed up at the training camp, obviously. But I think he'll turn it down that 3-year deal. That might have been the last straw, because the Ravens might just be like, hey, we're just gonna go with what's your boy? Huntley. We might just go with Huntley for a season and just thug it out. Which I wouldn't think so, because they spent so much money on Odell.
Yeah.
Which was a dumb move. But, y'all paid him anyway. So, I don't know, man. The Ravens organization is a mystery right now. Lamar is a mystery right now. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I hope he finds what he's looking for, because it shows ain't, common sense. Because I guess common sense ain't coming. But let's move on to our next topic. Let's stop talking about Lamar. Lamar is always be a topic until he signs where